Today we're going to talk about Finis Dake, D-A-K-E. Now, Finis Dake has written many things and he's done many lectures, but what I think perhaps are the two best things he ever did, one was a course of lectures that were held for many years that were finally put into book form, and then the second is a Bible with commentary that he wrote that took him actually 40 years to complete. Um, the idea was that to me has the more commentaries than any other Bible I've ever seen, and his concordance is larger than any I've ever seen because it holds every word from the Bible in it. And this is the King James Version. But what I will say is that this particular man, Finis Dake, was a man who converted to Christianity. And as soon as he did that, he could quote from scriptures that he had never even seen before. It came to him, to his mind. And all of his life, when he was speaking about the Bible, he didn't necessarily have to have a Bible with him, but he might. But he wouldn't read from it. He could quote the scriptures from anywhere in the Bible. He would say, now we're going to take Nicodemus verse 7 where it says, and chapter 1 verse 7 where it says, and he would quote it right off the top of his head. And it's a remarkable Bible. Now, he's been working on, let's say, that Bible for 40 years. Now, one thing about that Bible, by the way, which is interesting, and I'll show you about it in a minute, before I show you about it, I'll at least show you the cover here. There's the Dake Bible. And you notice what it's called? It's called an annotated reference Bible. Annotated reference. So that's two things going all at once, as you can see there. I won't show it to you yet, but what's interesting about this Bible, if we haven't told you about it before, is that usually when a Bible is written and you have commentary, most writers of that will commentary on the book they're going to talk about first. They make their commentary and when it was written, who wrote it, who was the author, what's the cultural background of it, and so forth, and what are the main points of it. They maybe even have a whole outline of it before you even read it. Now, Finis Dake does the exact opposite. He puts his at the very end of each of those books of the Bible. There is where he'll give you the idea of who wrote it, when it was written, what its main themes are, and what we should do with it when we're living, and then he may give you an outline. But as I told you before, he does have many notes during the Bible, but after that, in this section, it says, notes continued from whatever that book is, and they are extensive notes, so that in there you will find things you won't find in any other Bible. Now, also, in addition to that, this is the book that he had lectured in for many years that was finally put in book form, and this is called, as you can see there, God's Plan for Man, the key to the world's storehouse of wisdom. And this, I say, was taken from many, many lectures that he did, and it has goes by topic, not by books of the Bible, but by topics of the Bible. So we will show you a little about each of these in our next video, but I would say of all the Bibles I have, Finis Dake's is probably the best Bible in many ways, and we'll talk about that later, because of his theological stance. But regardless, watching him give his sermons that you can find on YouTube and listening and reading his Bible is something quite amazing. So we will continue with this shortly. Enjoy the rest of your day.